Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and if you're here for any technical knowledge, I can tell you that you can leave now because this video is all about gossip and conspiracy theories.
Mark, are the allegations true that you're secretly a lizard?
So, why am I making a video right now? Because I think that now I really understand what is happening with the health and wellness industry and what Facebook wants to do. And I told you in a previous podcast of mine that for health and wellness, I'm not going to just make a video saying that everything is going to be destroyed, everything is going to change, blah, blah, and all of that. But I'm going to make a video when I think that I know what is happening. So in the previous podcast, we discussed that Meta is doing this for health and wellness, that they tell them that they are not going to be able to do sales campaign anymore. So this has started the previous November. I don't even remember because I didn't keep a full track on this because at the end of the day, what I realized is that Meta is not serious, and when they say something, we have to see what is going to happen. I had one case that I announced in one of my videos that the pixel is going to be removed and stuff, and there are so many years after this video and still the pixel is here. So I'm not announcing things until I see them on the platform and until I see what Meta is going to do. And there are a lot of my students or other people saying, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? My answer was always the same. Let's wait and let's see. Now I have a better picture of what is happening and I'm going to tell you what I believe about it. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my new mentorship programs, and I would love if you go to the website. You're going to find the link in the description, or you can find it in the menu of my website, and over there you're going to be able to see the different mentorship programs that I have. You can find the one that's going to fit better your needs, and I will hope to see you there. So they said health and wellness, and all of this problem starts from Meta being extremely vague and not explaining. What do you mean by saying that you're not going to allow to health and wellness companies have purchase events? What is health and wellness? Health and wellness can be an ice bath. It can be a cereal brand. It can be a makeup brand. It can be a supplement brand. And it can be, I don't know, a brand that is selling something for snoring. It can be health and wellness. Everything can be health and wellness if you think of it. From makeup to so many supplements and all of that. That's why everybody was panicking.
I need to go to the hospital and see a doctor right away.
I could see it was a major change. Basically, they are saying that you're not going to be able to advertise. You're just going to be able to do traffic ads or lead generation or whatever. And you're not going to be able to have direct sales. And we all know, since we love this platform, that this platform loves data also, which means that you need to have data inside the platform in order to find more people to buy and buy and buy. But they were never clear. And still, up to this day, which is the middle of February, we don't have any concrete answer from them of what is going to happen. Who is going to review these businesses to consider if they're health and wellness? What health and wellness means? Is it going to be done by AI? How are they going to impose it? By just removing their pixels? By just banning their other accounts? There are so many questions and nobody is answering. Let me tell you what I figured out. I'm not going to go into details about the things that we have listened that they are going to happen, but I will tell you what is happening right now. Nothing. Why? I do believe that this is what happened. So we have in one room the legal team saying, hey Meta, we do have a lot of cases that we go to the court that people are suing Meta because they're doing this and that. Now, I was always thinking, why would somebody sue Meta? Because it's the easy target. Everybody knows where Meta is, so it's easier to sue Meta because they are allowing a company to advertise instead of finding the drop shipper which is selling supplement gummies from India or from Peru. When you're seeing all of that, then you understand that it's coming from the legal team, but it's not coming from the actual team of Meta, which is talking about numbers. And the numbers say that the health and wellness brands, they are doing X amount of money. This is how much money this company is spending. This is how much money. If we start losing advertisement budget, that means that the stock is going to start plummeting and all of that. So what had happened is that they said, what if we find a common ground? What if we are able to just limit the amount of health and wellness companies that they're advertising? Okay, how can we do that? What if we increase the CPM to all of these companies so that the really bad ones are going to stop advertising because they are not going to be profitable anymore, and the good ones are going to stay anyway, even if the CPMs are more expensive? So what happened is this. They just said, okay, let's say, for example, that we have 100,000 companies. If we end up leaving only the 20,000, the best ones. Why the best ones? Because the ones that are going to stay after increasing the CPMs, because it's still profitable for them to run ads, are the ones that are the best. What does this mean? That it's mostly unlikely for them to get sued or for Meta to get sued for them because they are more professional, they are having better numbers and all of that, which means that there are companies that they are more established, so their product is more proven. So what are we doing? We are decreasing the number of people that they are advertising in health and wellness. The good advertisers are going to stay. We're not losing a lot of spend, and even if the spend that we're losing, they are going to keep increasing because they have better profit margins or whatever. The legal team is happy because at the end of the day, we're not getting sued so much because we're allowing every health and wellness company to advertise, and everyone is happy. And how are we going to do it? By just restricting their data with the core setup in the pixel and having the limitation of the data restriction over there so that their CPM is going to be more expensive and they're going to advertise to more expensive audiences. So just to recap, legal team is happy because that means that they will have less cases because they came one day and they said, okay, we're making X amount of money, but we have so many sue cases that eventually we're losing money. So all of this discussion started. So legal team is happy, less suing cases. Then we're having also the other team, which is all about the revenue and stuff, saying, okay, we're going to have less advertisers, but maybe they're going to be able to spend more because they have less competition. And at the end of the day, by just increasing the CPM, we're throwing away all the bad advertisers that they're having bad products or they're not so strong enough or they don't have good profit margins. And at the end of the day, we still continue and regulating the health and wellness because we have to. So we are keeping only the best ones that they are able to survive these high CPMs that we're giving. And the third is the technical team, which is coming and saying, okay, let's implement that by just increasing their CPM with core setup, with all of this limitation, and let's see who is actually going to survive that, and maybe later we're going to also change it. From what we know so far, I think that this makes total sense. I'm going to publish this right away so that it's not going to look irrelevant later, but at the end of the day, I think that this is also a middle common ground that would make sense for them to have, instead of not allowing certain companies of running purchase events or whatever, which is going to create a mess, or ad accounts getting disabled and then someone has to review them and all of that. I think that it was a solution that made sense, but it's a little bit unfortunate for the people that they are just going to not be able to advertise just because Facebook is going to become really expensive for them. That's all I had for you. Don't forget that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, my website. You can also check my mentorship programs, and below all of the testimonials from the people completing it. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.